I'm Vivek Sarathi from Intel's Data Center Group. I'm here with Sagi Grimberg, the CTO and co-founder of Lightbits. Welcome, Sagi.
Hey, Vivek, great to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Tell our audience what Lightbits is, what Lightbits is all about.
Lightbits Labs is basically a pioneer in the NVMe over Fabric space, right? We work in conjunction with industry leaders such as Intel to standardize and bring to market NVMe over Fabrics and NVMe over TCP technology. We also contributed our Linux NVMe over TCP stack to the upstream kernel, and that is now available with all major Linux distributions. And we build our solution around this new interface.
Digging it deeper, right? Kind of going in deeper. Can you explain to our audience on what does Lightbits Lab provide?
Sure. Well, the Lightbits product is called LightOS. And in a few words, LightOS is a scale-out, disaggregated NVMe over TCP storage cluster that provides a unique combination between rich storage services and high performance with very low latencies. You know, storage services include logical volume, stem provisioning, inline compression, RAID, snapshots, clones, and selectable redundancy policies, and all of that in a fraction of the cost of your traditional all-flash array. So we also architected it for modern cloud-native applications, right? It's deployed with Ansible, it's managed and provisioned using RESTful APIs or CLIs, and it integrates into Kubernetes and OpenStack or the customer-specific platform.
What is the best way to view Lightbits? The solution that you offer, is it a software-only solution? Or is it a storage solution that is more appliance-focused?
Well, actually, it's both. LightOS is software-defined. It runs on standard off-the-shelf x86 servers, standard NVMe SSDs, and standard TCP/IP networks. So it's software-defined in that sense, but it's also provided as a pre-configured certified storage appliance, which we call Super SSD. So you can cluster a set of those and get a turnkey solution to disaggregated scale-out storage.
You know, a couple of months ago, Intel announced partnership with Lightbits. Right? Can you explain to our audience on what the partnership means to you and how does it help the ecosystem?
It means a lot. Intel has recognized the leadership position that Lightbits has in the NVMe over Fabric space and has entered a partnership which we like to refer to as a better together story, right? Dedicated resources from both companies working together to optimize LightOS software for the Intel hardware components. We started off, before working on optimizing NVMe over TCP to the Intel 800 series of Ethernet network adapters and application device queues technologies. The second optimization that we're working on and going to introduce is around Optane memory technology.
You mentioned collaboration on Optane. Can you explain more about it?
So we're working together to optimize LightOS in two key areas when it comes to Optane. The first is a persistent write buffer partition, which is persistent and is small, but also high capacity, affordable memory extensions that we use to host our metadata tables. Optane is an excellent choice for a fast journal device because it has low latencies, especially in mixed workloads. And also it comes in both PMEM and SSD form factors, which allows us for more flexibility in deployment and our customers.
So how do these optimizations mean in practice?
In order to make the most optimal use of Optane, the recipe is in how you treat it. Optane may look like a memory device and act as a memory device, but it's not. It's an I/O device. This means that we need to pay close attention to exactly what we do with it. It means that all data services, replication, DMA, protocol termination, everything that mandates data access needs to happen in memory, keeping the Optane I/O to a bare minimum. So if treated properly, Optane can achieve near memory performance even for the most demanding workloads. Plus, it gives us high capacities. It allows us to support this trajectory of capacity increases that we see in state-of-the-art flash, especially when it comes to QLC and PLC moving forward. So we're leveraging that by placing the bulk of our metadata structures in this big memory space. That allows us to support more SSDs and more bigger SSDs in the BOM, and at the same time, reduce costs compared to normal DRAM, and do what we do, which is deliver high performance and rich data services.
Given Intel's data center product portfolio, what are the other optimizations that you're doing to get the best out of the Lightbits software and the Intel product?
So as mentioned, are optimizations for NVMe over TCP for application device queues or vice versa. Is basically giving us dedicated network resources for storage traffic, which translates in lower latencies and higher throughput, especially under load where this all kind of matters. Other optimizations will obviously include optimizations for the Xeon Scalable Processors family, Ice Lake moving forward, and also QLC and PLC, which is coming up in the future. Now, LightOS supports already QLC, and the way that we do what we do automatically gives the benefits with QLC. But we're optimizing further for the Intel architecture of how we do 3D NAND QLC to get the absolute best performance and endurance from this sort of golden configuration. So you should expect basically quarterly releases with further and further optimizations of LightOS to the Intel hardware components.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for the time.
Definitely. Excellent conversation. And I think that, between Intel hardware and Lightbit software, it's truly a better together story.